The December 11th meeting of Board of Public Works is now in session. All members are present as well as legal counsel. First on the agenda are claims for payment in the amount of $222,360.27.
You're supposed to approve the minutes, but that's okay.
We'll get back to that, Ken.
Move for approval.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve the claims for payments as presented. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next are payroll claims for payment in the amount of $787,005.68.
I'll make a motion to approve payroll claims for payment.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the payroll claims for payment as presented. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We also need to approve the minutes from the November 20th, 2025 and December 4th, 2025 meetings.
Mr. President, I did have one question on the December 4th minutes, and I did not have my copy of the payroll claims. It was listed in here, $2,441,794.24, Karen, and
I'm sure it's a Scrivener's error, yeah.
I'm not sure that was accurate.
$6 million.
So I thought we ought to just at least double check it and make sure that that's not
Oh, yes.
an extra number in there.
There he is. It's probably supposed to be 241.
So let's hold the December 4th minutes and let's go back and
I'd move for approval of November the 20th minutes.
No, second.
a motion and a second to approve the minutes from November 20th, 2025 as presented. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next on the agenda are request handicap renewal for 420 Lincoln Street.
Good evening, Board of Works. I'm Aaron Stevens. I'm the Administrative Resource Officer for the Richmond Police Department. Before you, we have a request for a handicap renewal at the address of 420 Lincoln Street. I have gone by and I visually checked it, and the status of the parking conditions have not changed, and I would ask the Board to approve the request, please.
I'll make a motion to approve the handicap sign renewal at 420 Lincoln Street.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the handicap renewal as presented. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
That is the business of the Richmond Police Department. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next on the agenda are contracts. Contract number 37, 2025, city towing rotation.
Good evening, Karen No here from the Finance Department. Countryside Auto is requesting to be added to the city rotation. All required documents are on file and have been verified. The contract 37-2025 is attached, and I recommend approval.
Move for approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve contract number 37, 2025 as presented. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next on the agenda is contract number 181, 2025 to ASHME, 26 through 28.
Good evening, Kenyatta Cox, Director of Human Resources. This is just really, I'll give a quick overview of kind of the key changes in this cycle of the collective bargaining agreement with AFSCME, which is the American Federation of State, County, Municipal Employees. So this agreement, it just kind of really sets out the wages, the benefits, and the workplace policies that we review periodically to keep current and aligned with policy and practice. And so I presented a memo. I don't know if you were able to go through that, but for the most part, it's updates that are some clarifications, some moderate updates, and keep in line with practice and policy right now. I'm open to any questions, or I can run through all of the articles if you want me to do that.
I think it was, 70 pages long?
Well, it's short. The agreement's shorter by about 2.5 pages this go around. We got in there and condensed a bit. So.
Okay. The key thing I looked at, the pay increase was 3% per year.
3% non-compounded, yes.
I'd move for approval.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve contract number 181, 2025 as presented. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is contract number 183, 2025, Meixel Excavating Incorporated.
Good evening. Sherry Ritchie, Code Enforcement Department. Mikesell Excavating, Inc. was awarded the bid for the demolition of 29 North 12th Street, Richmond, Indiana, on November 6th, 2025. We are now asking the board to approve contract number 183-2025 to Mikesell Excavating, Inc. in an amount not to exceed $26,280 for the demolition of the property located at 29 North 12th Street.
What's the completion date on that they have to have it down?
It just depends on how long it takes the asbestos contractor. It will be down sometime in January.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
All right, thank you.
you're welcome.
I move for approval.
No second.
We have a motion and a second to approve contract number 183, 2025 as presented. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next on the agenda is contract number 185, 2025 to Cox Excavating Plus LLC.
Okay, I am doing this for Bill Henry, the inspector that was in charge of 25 North 12th Street. The contractor is Mikesell Excavating, and he is asking for the approval of the contract number 184-2025 in an amount not to exceed $24,970.
184 is not on the agenda.
185.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't have that.
Yeah, we have 185.
Oh.
Skip to 185.
Did not know that. Sorry.
Send it to me?
He did. Okay,
Can we
maybe we can add that at the end.
add that to the agenda?
You can.
I mean, the board can amend the agenda if it wants to do that. I know I prepared the contract for Bill, and then I didn't see it on the agenda, so I assumed he was holding it till the 18th.
No, he asked me to present it for him.
But I don't have it here to sign.
Okay.
I can get them to sign it later.
Okay.
Let's do this. Let's continue on with 185.
Okay.
We'll add one-
Sorry about that.
We'll come back to
Sorry about that.
184
Did not
at the end.
realize that.
All right, no problem.
Okay. Continuing on. Cox Excavating Plus LLC was awarded the bid for the demolition of 101 Northwest G Street, Richmond, Indiana, on November 13th, 2025. We are now asking the board to approve contract number 185-2025 to Cox Excavating Plus LLC in an amount not to exceed $14,450 for the demolition of the property located at 101 Northwest G Street, Richmond, Indiana. And this property will also be taken down by mid-January.
Great. I'll move for approval.
No second.
We have a motion and a second to approve contract number 185, 2025 as presented. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next on the agenda is contract number 186, 2025 Safety Systems.
James Dahl, Richmond Police Department. The Richmond Police Department requests approval of a contract with Safety Systems for the purchase and installation of a complete K-9 transport system for a police Ford Interceptor. This equipment is needed to properly outfit a new K-9 vehicle, includes the transport insert and electronic hot and pop safety system with fan package and K-9 fan window guards. Safety Systems will complete all installation, work, and coordinate shipping for the equipment. The total cost of this project is $6,922.03. Funding is available through Department's K-9 equipment allocation. Approval of this contract will allow the vehicle to be completed and placed into service.
Move for approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve contract number 186, 2025 as presented. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is contract number 187, 2025 to Jarrett Excavating.
Hello again. Jarrett Excavating was awarded the bid for the demolition of the following properties on December 4th, 2025. 64 Northwest G Street, 215 Northwest K Street, 423 Northwest E Street, 911 Boyer Street, and 1704 North J Street. We are now asking the board to approve the contract number 187-2025 to Jarrett Excavating in an amount not to exceed $43,589 for the demolition of said properties. And now, this is going to take a little bit longer for these properties to be taken down, since there are so many. My best estimate would be that all of these would be down by the end of February.
I'd make a motion to approve contract number 187-2025 as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve contract number 187, 2025 as presented. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next on the agenda is contract number 188, 2025, Jared Excavating LLC.
Okay, this one's a little tricky. Wicker Excavating was initially awarded the contract to demolish the properties at 218 North 20th and 1024 Sheridan Street, but they have rescinded their bid. And the next lowest and most responsive bidder for both of those addresses happened to be Jarrett Excavating. So we are now requesting the board to approve contract number 188-2025 to Jarrett Excavating for the demolition of 218 North 20th Street and 1024 Sheridan Street, Richmond, Indiana. The total of the contract amount will not exceed $35,965.
Move for approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve contract number 188-2025 as presented. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next on the agenda is contract number 192, 2025, MKSK Landscape Architect.
Good evening, Denise Retz, Park Superintendent. It's my pleasure to come before you tonight to request approval of Contract 192, 2025. This is for MKSK located in 200 South Meridian Street, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46225. This is for the Glenn Miller Improvement Plan. Hopefully you've heard about this. This isn't the first time. On October 21st, the Redevelopment Commission unanimously approved $40,000 towards the creation of this plan to develop an improvement plan for Glenn Miller Park. This Glenn Miller Park improvement plan will benefit not only the park system, but the city as a whole. Glenn Miller is one of our city's flagship parks, and it has about 199 acres, with including the Glenn Miller Golf Course. The city deserves a park that is truly modernized, attracts visitors from all areas, and puts Richmond on the map, and that's what we intend to do. And we intend to include the community in this plan. So I come before you to ask for your approval of 192, 2025, and I can answer any questions that you might have.
Denise, I'd just be interested in the time frame.
So we hope to kick it off just as soon as we can get a PO.
Yeah.
It'll take approximately 8 months.
Months, thank you. I'd move approval.
No, second.
We have a motion and a second to approve contract number 192, 2025 as presented. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next
Thank
on the
you.
agenda, I'd like to ask the board to consider amending the agenda to add contract number 184, 2025.
I move to amend the agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to amend the agenda to add contract number 184, 2025. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next on the agenda is contract number 184, 2025.
Gosh, that was good.
Thank you so much. Okay, again, I'm here to present this for another code enforcement officer. So contract number 184-2025 is for the demolition of 25 North 12th Street. The contractor is Maxwell Excavating, and the amount of the contract is not to exceed $24,970.
I would move to approve contract number 184-2025 as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve contract number 184, 2025 as presented. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
So much.
Thank you. Next on the agenda are addendums. Contract number 14, 2025, addendum number 3.
Kara, no. On January 30th, 2025, contract 14-2025 for Bader Mechanic for HVAC maintenance for the city building was approved, and the city would like to exercise the option to renew for 2026 at the same rates. So I am asking for approval for the addendum.
Move for approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to amend contract number 14, 2025 as presented. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next on the agenda are resolutions. Resolution number 14, 2025, authoring the sale of duty weapons to retiring police officers.
Good evening again. Kenyatta Cox, Director of Human Resources. This is more or less a housekeeping item. It's related to the FOP collective bargaining agreement that I'll be bringing before you more than likely next week. Currently, and for several cycles, the agreement has allowed for retiring officers to buy their issued duty weapons. But there's a need to kind of fix the record and for it to show that the board has formally approved for the city to sell them to them. The resolution just simply authorizes that this sale of the duty weapons. So it's for retired officers and it in good standing, and it generally sets out the pricing in the CBA.
So is there a specific amount for the revolver?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
Is there a specific amount, $10, $100?
Generally, it's nominal in the agreement, but with regard to their issued duty weapon, it's $1 for that and $1 for the shotgun. And our most recent negotiations, which haven't passed yet, so I can't really disclose that, but that's already been what it has been in the agreement for the dollar amount. And that's been on several cycles of the agreement already. So you've seen this before and you've approved it before. I just want to clean up the record because it wasn't, I want to make sure that it has been formally adopted, that can, so that we stay just kind of following federal and state law with regard to that.
Yeah, it demonstrates a transference, correct?
I'm sorry.
Transference of the weapon at
Correct.
that point. Okay, legal issues, okay.
Move for approval.
All right, second.
We have a motion and a second to approve Resolution 2025 as presented. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is miscellaneous, a presentation of the Department of Parks and Recreation, RE, the food and beverage tax proposal. Phew, that was a lot.
Well, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And I stand before you just to reiterate and make sure that the community has another source of information outlet here. And I appreciate you asking me to present here and allowing me to give some information here for the food and beverage tax opportunity, because I like to call it an opportunity. While a lot of people don't like to use the word tax, food and beverage tax, they like to call it a food and beverage opportunity. So, going through this, I'm happy to answer any questions, but I'm just going to kind of go through it pretty quickly. It really only takes one. Building places that bring us together is really the tagline here. Back in January and through the first of the year of 2025, the mayor went and really talked through a lot of to the legislators about this initiative. Then there was a little bit of conversation there, and the legislators did want to see a very focused approach. They decided that the parks, trails, and the gorge would be that focused approach. We then anticipated needing a little bit of a engaged team to kind of move this a little bit forward. So Bill Engel took the initiative as our park board liaison to also meet with the mayor and some administration team and talk with Councilman Parker, and they engaged 4 council members, 2 park board members, and some administration to bring about the Food and Beverage A-Team, or advisory team. So we call them the FAB A-Team. And the list there is Bill Engel, Jane Bumbelow, Doug Goss, Justin Burkhart, 2 park board members, Dakota Collins, Mike Devine, along with some members of the administration. Part of the reason why people are very excited about this opportunity. Right before I started in 2016, Bill Engel did write this article in the Palladium item, and he was not really willing to go backwards, only really willing to take steps in the right direction, as am I. He wrote this article about the neglect of the park, and it's one reason why I took this position, why I wanted this position, is to make steps towards progress. I believe we made a lot of steps towards progress, and again, not willing to take those steps backwards. So we're going to have to find those ways to creatively do that and continue to work through those. Parks are the heart of our community. families gather, memories are made, and Richmond's story continues to grow. It only takes one person, one moment, one opportunity to make a difference in our community's parks and trail system. The new 1% food and beverage opportunity will support our future goals of providing active public spaces, accessible trail systems, and unique regional destinations. That's 1%. We've kind of put this in 3 categories or 3 buckets, if you will. Sustain what we have, make necessary improvements, and create new destinations. So in sustaining what we have, taking care of those essentials that keep our parks and public spaces thriving and sustainable. And when I'm talking and doing presentations around the community, a lot of people just want to know, what will this mean? What kind of projects will be happening? What will you use this money for that's coming in? So we've worked hard on a master plan, and it's a community-driven master plan, and a lot of these projects have been on the master plan, we just haven't been able to do them yet. One of those major projects is dredging the Glen Miller Pond. Obviously, years of buildup sediment, we really need to restore and clean the water. That provides healthy habitats and lasting beauty that we can have for this pond for generations to continue to enjoy it. Obviously, we have several trails in 6 of our areas, 8 miles of trails within our parks. We need to continue to be able to sustain those. We have equipment repairs, especially at Highland Lake Golf Course. If we don't have water, we don't have a course. So we need to make sure that the irrigation is up to par, and also that our infrastructure is ready to go. We have roof repairs that are needed, over 12 roofs across the park system. We have capital facility repairs, including this gym of the Charles House that also needs some renovation. And so these are some deferred maintenance items that have been identified in the last 5 years. In making necessary improvements, we need to create vibrant, family-friendly spaces that invite joy and connection. These are things like E.G. Hill Fountain and the historical area of restoration to ensure parks' historic amenities are preserved for future enjoyment. These are things like a simulator at Highland Lake Golf Course so that we can have year-round play. These are things like Glen Miller Playground. People don't really understand that this playground here is 26 years old. It is one of our oldest playgrounds, and it's showing that wear and tear. It's used a lot, and so being our oldest playground at our flagship park really needs to see an improvement. Same thing with the splash pad. It's exactly the same age and needs some love. Signage. One of the big things we saw in our master plan was, modernize signage, modernize the parks, really show some gateway signage of entrances. So that's something we'll be working on. Amenities. Park-wide amenities, that is something that's necessary. Picnic tables, trash cans, trying to help with, less trash. And, right now, the raccoons and different critters can get right into that trash can and they pull out all the trash. And even when, the wind comes, it gets everywhere and causes more work. But, if we have better trash cans, it might be able to help. Creating new destinations, investing in the gorge to honor our music legacy, create new spaces for community events, and attract visitation. So we have shovel-ready projects right now in the gorge. We've got investment already in the gorge, and there's other projects that we need to continue investing in. And providing communal spaces that showcase and preserve our history while focusing on increasing event opportunities. As you can see, some venue updates are needed. A lot of people utilize the Sturgeon area, especially during the warm area times and those months. But if we can really do some venue updates, they can also use it in the cold months. We use it year-round for the farmers market, but it's chilly. Outdoor amphitheater. This is the proposed amphitheater in Riverwalk. We do have funding for the Riverwalk. We're looking for funding for the amphitheater. And so these are things that we hope to, while we have designed and the line work completed, we need to have the funding for it. And this will accommodate over 2,000. When you see the capacity comparison for the areas around like Lawrenceburg and White River, we would be somewhat in line with those areas. And that's what we're looking to attract, right? Outside visitation. So these projects represent more than improvements. They're an investment in community pride, family experiences, and Richmond's future. So if you really want to think about this in a different light, original legislation was approved in 2005, assuming we would have enacted it in 2006, and a conservative amount of 1.5 million received. That's 30 million lost revenue that would have been generated. So if not now, then when? These upcoming projects focus on recreation, restoration, renewal, and all designed to make our parks stronger, more beautiful, and ready for generations to come. We've got a timeline. We're past those timelines. We're into the public hearings. One of those is this evening. The other one is on Monday at 6 p.m. And just to highlight the fact that regular groceries are not taxed, only prepared food. So those are things sold by a retail merchant, catering activities, things of that nature. So when a seller's providing eating utensils, including the plates, knives, forks, things like that to eat with that item. So prepared food. So we just need to do this together. We need to work on this as a solution for parks and an influx of cash coming through for the Parks Department to continue to progress. And it only takes one. And I'm happy to answer any questions, and I appreciate you letting me share that.
Thank you. Councilmember Purvis, anything?
It's an excellent plan. I mean, it's it's an opportunity, I think, for the community. Denise, you've done a good job over several years with limited funding. The $1.5 million put into the park system down the road could really be beneficial for this community. I know there's going to be a lot of folks out there that look at this strictly as another tax. I've heard it already. As you well know, the food and beverage tax has been considered for several projects over the year. I know we've tried several times to build a conference center, and unfortunately, the leadership at that time and the councils did not approve of the project. And I'm hoping you have 100% approval this time coming forward with this project, that we don't lose this opportunity for our community, because it's an excellent opportunity to put the additional dollars into the park system that we need to complete your projects that you have in mind. And if folks really want to see what's going on, your website has all the plans in there. Go in and look at everything that you're proposing to do over the next 4 or 5 years. It's an excellent plan.
Thank you, sir.
Denise, just for members of the public who may not be aware, can you explain precisely why the revenue generated by the food and beverage tax would only be going to the parks projects?
That is, what the legislation decided. It is something they wanted to focus on. I believe they wanted a more focused approach. I think there were things that were discussed and reviewed and brought to their attention, but that was their determination.
Thanks.
Parks, Trails, and the Gorge is exactly what's in the Indiana Code, and that is the resolution that was brought before council and also in the ordinance that was presented as well. So the ordinance spells out the Indiana Code exactly, that says Parks, Trails, and the Gorge, and that's what the funding would be going to, and only what the funding would be going to.
Perfect, thank you. And I'm with Ken. And these are a lot of exciting projects. I'm fully supportive of this.
Thank you.
It's one of those cases, in the past, the food and beverage tax could be used on a lot of different projects. And the objections that I received as I was proposing these conference centers was, what's it gonna look like? And nobody will come to Richmond or Wayne County. And you hear this all the time, when that's absolutely not correct. People will come to this area. We have a tourism bureau whose budget's $1.2 million a year. And they bring a lot of people that come in and utilize Clem Miller Park. They use the Highland Lake Golf Course. So we have a lot to offer this community. It's too bad that we have a lot of naysayers out there that can't dream and look at what the possibilities are and what we can be able to do with this food and beverage tax if it is passed.
Thank you both. With that, I just wanted to provide a little context. This was a topic in the campaign of 2019, and it was like, hey, we want to get this tax, but what was it going to be used for, and what were we going, and how was it going to be administered. So the other context of this is you got to compare yourself to a city, and Carmel is roughly the same size footprint as Richmond, Indiana. Carmel gets 130 per person per their population, and strictly to Parks and Recreation. Richmond's currently at $86. Richmond has 1,100 acres. Carmel has 500 acres of recreation. So when you stop and think about that, with their 104,000 people, Carmel has a park budget of $13.5 million. Richmond currently sits at $3 million. I went more conservative than you, and I put in a $1 million, and that'll give us another $29 per person. That'll bring us roughly to $115 per person with twice the acreage. Something to consider. You know, people say, well, do you support it or not? The real thing here is this. This is for the greater good. We tax us for school. I don't have any kids in school anymore. Ken, you haven't had kids in school for a while, right?
Right.
So, and also too, even the library, you know, it's a greater good tax. So with that being said, I know Bruce Whistle pointed that out to me years ago when we were discussing trash rates. So with that being said, I support it. I look forward to what happens. My only caution as a citizen is let's make sure that phase one is maintaining prior to growing, because we already see that we are, in comparison like Carmel, we are so much larger in area, so. And thank you for this. I know you reached out to me in October and said you'd like to come in, and we finally got here to this point so you could present.
Yep, I appreciate all your comments. I appreciate all your support, and thank you.
Is there anything else?
I don't have anything.
All right, well, we are adjourned. Thank you.